Yeah,
as in the gaffer.
Dino.
The gaffer.
Okay,
And I asked Westy
Coach is
if he
super
goes by
American,
Dino.
Yeah.
If he
Which
went
isn't
by
bad.
Dino.
It's been over here in America. It's not bad, but yeah, go on.
Yeah, but I asked, does he go by Dino? Because all the Charlotte fans are calling him Dino.
Yeah.
And you said no, not that you know,
No,
right?
he's Dean or Gaffer.
Gaffer.
And then we were saying
he looked like a gaffer.
a lot of the lads have been calling him Coach.
Oh yeah.
And then he's like,
Does he correct them?
he let it go for a couple of weeks, and then he was like, lads, just call me Gaffer or Dean.
Or Dean. Okay.
Did you see the video with George, where he did the
No.
post-game sort of analysis with Will Martin, and he
Okay.
said, and Coach said, I mean Gaffer.
So he corrected himself.
corrected
See,
himself.
I told
Yeah.
you even, obviously, we recorded, right? And we were talking, it has to be Gaffer with him.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah,
just got
he's
he's
Gaffer.
got the aura of a Gaffer though, you know what I'm saying?
But then we were saying, like, even when I went back home, I was saying good friends with Steve Bruce's son.
Yeah.
And I went round Steve Bruce's house, and we had
Okay.
him at Aston Villa, and I still call him Gaffer then. And I'm sat in his room.
I think he's gonna be Gaffer for life, you know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
whoever manager I've been with is always
Yeah,
Gaffer. Yeah.
it's kind of like
Yeah.
that for me. Like, have you ever called anyone Gaffer?
No, in Portugal, you call a coach Mister, which is what you do in Italy
similar
as well.
Similar,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, or I think a lot of Spanish speakers call them profe, like
yeah.
professor. Because it's kind of funny. Carlos Queiroz is an example of this, by the way. Queiroz, as they call him in England. So he was a PE teacher.
Oh,
So
yeah.
early on in his career, people called him professor, professor,
Oh,
or
professor.
teacher. Professor is actually teacher.
Okay.
So he kept going. Players kept calling him
Yeah.
professor.
He had a problem with Beckham, didn't he, in the documentary?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
That
yeah. I
Paradise
saw that
Inn,
as
yeah?
well. Yeah.
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 Yeah, I don't think he's the only player that he had issues with.
Right.
And of course, he butted heads with Cristiano Ronaldo in the 2010 World Cup.
So he
when
comes
they
from the
lost to-
school teacher.
He was a PE teacher, yeah. But I'll always love him because he won a Portuguese Cup with the team that I support, Sporting. So
yeah.
for me, he'll always be an important
Yeah.
guy. And he coached the Galacticos, which was kind of
Oh
an
yeah,
incredible.
that's the one with
He did a
Beckham
good
as
job
well.
at United, though.
Yeah.
He did a good job.
Rumor was he took all the practices that Alex
Yeah.
Ferguson just
Oh,
sat
yeah,
back
yeah,
and threw hair dryers at people. No, what was it? What
Kick
was it?
boots.
Or give them the hair dryer treatment.
Why was it called hair dryer treatment?
I don't know. Oh, because it blows your hair back.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But with him screaming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Should we get on topic then?
Yeah.
We're talking about Charlotte FC. Off camera, I made a joke about, Westy's pastel shirt bringing out the best tan he's ever had. I feel like
I think
it's
whatever
worth
shirt he
repeating.
had on,
I've
it
been
would
to
be a
Cali,
good.
so what
I
a
think,
shirt
I think he's got a good tan regardless.
Yeah.
You know, whatever colour he wore.
We've
there, I
done
think
2
it would've
weeks in
helped.
Cali, so
Yeah, you guys have been away for a while.
It's
So
been
first
long.
to Miami, and
yeah.
then
Back for 5
Coachella.
days, and then Coachella. Yeah.
and the vibes looked really good.
It's good. It's a good feeling. It's a real good feeling.
See, that looked genuine. You see how he said that?
Yeah,
That
there's
actually
a-
looked genuine.
there's a
But
good feeling.
we can
There's a
only
good
see
feeling.
from afar, and like we see little clips.
I got back the other day, and we had our friends round. And we got there, she goes, "How was your holiday or your vacation?" Like, we were working.
Yeah.
She goes, "Yeah, it looked like it."
Well, actually, the rumor is that he, Dean Smith, worked you guys to the bone. That you guys were exhausted.
Miami was tough. Miami was, the first 2 weeks were real tough.
A lot of running.
Yeah, that's the worst
Okay.
2 weeks. And then obviously you get back here. But Coachella's not too bad because there's games. So you can get, we were
yeah,
playing
yeah.
Saturday, Wednesday, so you can get,
Ah, yeah, training isn't as,
no.
you don't
it's
have
not-
to be as fearful.
Yeah, but the Miami was tough.
Yeah. Was it like waking up scared of what
You
was
wait-
coming?
So we were waking up, training, we were back to the hotel for about an hour, and then
Okay.
straight back on the bus for the second
Who
session.
was at the front of the
Oh
running?
wow!
I'm not going to ask who was at the back.
It was BB.
Of course.
Yeah, he's a
Oh,
machine.
Ben,
He's
I
a
was
machine.
right, okay.
Yeah. So Brant was up there.
Brent.
Okay, yeah, I would have thought of him as well.
Yeah.
Brandon was up there. Surprised a lot of people. Obviously, I was up there.
Well, you're up there.
I'm
yeah?
always up there. Yeah.
Okay,
The
yeah.
minute I stop,
I thought he
I'll
was
call
jo-
it a day.
I thought he was joking for a second.
He said,
No, I'm-
obviously I was up
Yeah,
there.
I gotta lead by example.
No, I think I come third in the running test.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So the old boys still got it.
Is that like a beep test
tough,
or is that
it's tough.
or a different kind of test?
What
that
do they
we're
call
doing
it?
now?
We
I
call
might
it.
be showing my age here.
We call it the Bronco.
Okay.
So I think it's like 20 meters. No, 40 meters, 60 meters, 80 meters. I think.
Yeah.
So they're back. That's one. You have to do that 5 times. under like
Okay.
4.
You call it the Bronco.
We call it
And
the
how
Bronco.
much rest in between?
No rest. You have to as fast as
Oh,
you
20
can.
back, as fast as you can.
Yeah.
Wait, 20 back, 40
So
back, 60 back.
Yeah, you've got to be under. I think it's under 4 minutes 50.
And what happens then if you don't?
Wait, you said
You have to
okay,
do
so it's like
extra running.
it's
Oh,
a
wow.
good stride though,
It's
like
free,
3/4.
you can go as fast as you want.
As fast as you want.
Whereas BB's just took off, and
Oh, yeah.
everyone else is behind
Yeah.
him.
From
Hold
now
on,
on,
when
it's
we-
going to be called the Bronco, not the Bronco.
It should be called the Brant Bronico.
Yeah.
When we
Yes.
say BB, it's not Ben Bender, is it?
No.
Brant Bronico?
Bronico.
Okay, just
Brand.
making
You should
sure.
know that.
I was thinking that, but you know, for the fans, actually, it was
Yeah,
for me.
BB.
It was for me.
What
it
an
was for me.
excuse.
Yeah, BB.
BB was taken
B,
off.
the other BB's just Ben.
Okay, gotcha.
Well,
gotcha.
good to know that you guys weren't just hanging out in the pool
No, we were
playing
working.
volleyball.
We were
with
Cali,
each
Cali we
other.
were. Cali
Yeah,
we were.
Everybody-
Top Gun vibes on that
Everybody
video, by
thinks
the
when
way.
there's a preseason in the US, it's like a holiday because of the cities. You know, you go into Miami's and
Yeah.
LA's and California's.
Yeah.
It looks like that.
I mean, the scenery helps.
The first time I've
Yeah.
been there, it's beautiful, Coachella.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's stunning. But
Yeah.
then come the end of it, you felt like the mountains are caving in on you.
Oh
You
yeah.
feel like you just want to get out.
You've been there for a bit too long.
Yeah. You
Missing
start-
your family.
It's tough. It's tough.
Yeah.
It's tough. Especially the wife's at home moaning.
Wife's
saying,
at
I've
home.
got these kids, I'm running everywhere.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm like, and then I'm in the pool dancing.
Honestly,
Yeah.
it's so funny.
Because that's what social media is
It's so
broadcasting.
funny. Like the wives are always
Yeah,
never happy because it looks like fun. The
Yeah.
things they see
Yeah.
when you're in the pool on
Yeah.
the warm down, they're gonna see you laughing and joking. They're
And
not
then
seeing.
I'm like, oh, I thought I'm up early. I'm up at 7:30 for breakfast. She's like, been up at 6 getting the kids ready for school.
Yeah, yeah.
She don't say
Yeah,
anything.
yeah. You're winning.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You-
all the time.
Yeah.
You
You have
know.
to act like you're not enjoying it.
Yeah, don't complain to your wife. Do you miss preseason?
Do I miss preseason?
Depends what
I miss
parts.
how I feel after preseason. You know, that feeling of feeling fit, like at the top level of the fitness,
Yeah.
is a great feeling.
Where's your fitness right now?
Oh gosh, it's bottom level right now. But that top level fitness, you know, when you go into a game and you just feel like
You know
it's-
you can outrun them.
you know you can outrun him.
Yeah.
And obviously, I was in the Jesse Marsh preseason, where obviously he was known for running.
Yeah.
Like I was scared during preseason. But
Yeah.
he had different groups, group 1, 2, 3, and 4.
So that's what we had.
Oh, you had different groups.
But then the fitter you are, the more you run.
Yeah, but the fitter you are as well.
So I was moaning, saying, why am I running the furthest?
But some people do find that kind of running easier. You know,
that's my run though.
there's obviously more fast twitch guys
Yeah,
that
yeah,
would
yeah.
probably, you know, more speed guys that can't do the
Struggle
endurance.
with the-
Then
yeah.
there's certain guys that can do both, the
Yeah.
speed and they can do the endurance.
And those
I
who
haven't
can
got
do
the
neither.
speed.
Some that can do neither. If you can do neither, you're probably not going to make it long
Exactly,
in the game.
there you go.
even have to be fast twitch.
Technically, mate.
There's a
technically
reason.
gifted.
Yeah. My skills were there. No, not at all. But you know, on the topic of fitness, the one thing that you've said over and over when you've been interviewed about the quality of Major League Soccer, because there are still those people who say that the league is substandard. They're wrong.
Yeah.
Right? You've said that one of the things that really stands out is the fitness of your opponents and the physicality and the athleticism of the league. So these weeks have been absolutely crucial
Yep.
for the team.
Yep. And football's changed anyway. I think you look at across the world, football, even the top teams now run. They run more than anyone. But here's relentless. You have to travel, then you have to run, then you've got to go again Wednesday.
Yeah.
It is very much like the Championship in England. That's what me and Nave talk about. It's very similar to the Championship, whereas it's just everything's just a battle.
Yeah, the only one who gets to not run is Leo Messi.
Funny enough, Messi talked about the physicality and
Yeah.
those sort of things and the fitness of the league.
He can
Yeah.
afford
kind
not
of
to
thing.
run though.
Yeah, he runs when he has the ball at
He's
his
in-
feet,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
He needs that
yeah.
energy, and everybody does the work for him. You played against a lot of teams. Well, how did you feel about what you saw from your opponents?
I didn't think we were far off it. I know we had a few games where we looked like we were miles away from them, but when I was playing, I thought we weren't far away from where we needed to be. I always felt that. There's little games, a lot of the games come from our mistakes, which was disappointing. So I think this year we'll put a stop to that. We're going to be more organised. I've seen a lot of teams, if you sit off and more organised, like your Nashvilles,
Yeah.
your Columbus.
Looks like you lot are getting back and compact in front of them.
Yeah,
you know.
we've got a solid base now, so I think that'll be the big difference.
last season maybe a bit more open.
We were open,
by
yeah.
design.
It was enjoyable to play in. It was
Yeah.
like with the ball, it was good. And we dominated a lot of teams, but we just looked vulnerable when we give the ball away. You always thought we were most dangerous when we had the ball.
Yeah.
Teams would then just win it and break through.
Okay.
Which you saw a lot of that. A lot of teams sit in and then they'll hit you on the counter attack. So for me, that'll be the big difference this year.
Yeah.
What about on the opposite? No, go ahead.
Let me ask a question, pre-season related. Can you talk about some of the youngsters that maybe, I mean, you know some of them already, but you've probably seen some new ones. What have they been like in training? Anyone been turning heads? Or?
Tavares is incredible.
Oh yeah?
Incredible. He is.
Okay.
He's a special talent.
Okay.
We just need to get him to do the dirty work.
Okay.
But he's getting there, and he's a great lad. Like I said, he comes in, he's always smiling.
Yeah.
But he is, with the ball, he's phenomenal.
He's got things you can't really coach,
Yeah,
right?
he's just off the cuff, and he's like incredible. But he's a good finisher. Obviously, we've got Nympha with us, which is so good to see.
Years old.
Unbelievable. So good to see.
After dazzling in the Under-17 World Cup.
Unbelievable. And it's good.
What's he like amongst the lads?
Incredible.
As a
He's always reaching out to me, like even on Instagram. He messaged, Westy, am I doing all right?
Oh
and
yeah.
It's so nice to see.
Oh, that's great.
And obviously we've got Brian with us. You've got JP and Nico's been excellent. He's like I said, I even went home to the wife and said, I'm really enjoying playing with Nico.
Yeah.
Just like talking them through the games, and it gives me like a.
What are his attributes like? I've not really been able to see
He's a
that
passer.
much.
He can pass the ball.
He can pass it, yeah.
He can thread it through the lines.
Okay.
He's very good, and he
Okay.
gets stuck in as well.
Does he get about the pitch?
Yeah, well, I make him because he has to. I make him do.
These
my
days,
work.
if you're a midfielder, you've got to get around
You've got
the
to be
pitch.
able to run it. He was up there in the running as well.
Oh
he was
yeah.
up there, yeah.
Okay.
So no, it's exciting for us seeing the young lads come through, and I'm
Okay.
sure the gaffer loves it as well.
Okay.
He's given so many people the debuts, but yeah, it's exciting. I'd
And
rather
then-
see these young lads coming through and having a chance.
And then there's guys like Patrick Adjaman who's shown that he can do it.
Yeah.
What do you expect from him this season?
I want him to kick on again because last year I thought when he come in he's unplayable at times. He's unplayable.
The goal he scored against Red Bulls
Just
last
throwing
season
people
was
off him.
frantic.
He's incredible. He just needs to just the little details of his game now, like the holding it up and then bringing other people into play.
Okay.
And then once he's got that, he's got everything. Another great lad
He
as
has
well.
got a lot of attributes,
Yeah, just
yeah.
always smiling.
Yeah.
The personalities are infectious.
Yeah.
It's nice. And
Okay.
obviously Brandon had a bit of an injury, but
Yeah.
you just see what he can do. But no, it's exciting. I love the young lads coming through. What keeps us on our toes? It's nice to see. It's nice.
Okay.
You mentioned how, there's more defensive solidity in organization. What about going the other way, up the pitch?
That's one thing we need to be better at in the final third. I think we've talked about it in pre-season. We look like we've got a solid base now. Now we just need people who can take a risk in the final third. And like I said, this manager's not gonna shout at you for giving the ball away in the final third. He wants you to try stuff. So that'll be the big thing. We need to then create chances in the final third.
Okay. When you say he wants them to try stuff, is that something that he's encouraging, like the attacking players?
Yeah, just to play whatever you see, like
Yeah.
link up around the box. That's the area to do it. So he's giving lads a bit of
freedom.
go and do your own thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
which you need sometimes.
Well, that's good. And
That is
sometimes I
good.
felt that was lacking a little bit. So it'll be exciting to see that. Have you been keeping an eye on what's going on around the league and the teams that you're coming up against next, like NYCFC and then Vancouver after that? Or has it just been about focusing on us?
No, we've done a bit this morning. Obviously, we know like a lot of we've got staff in there that know the league inside out. Obviously, we brought Miles in, who's been fantastic.
Yeah.
So we've got people now who know the league and know what it's about and have been successful in the league. That's the most important thing. They know how to do it. But yeah, we started our work on New York today. Obviously, the manager watched them. I'm sure he's watched loads of them.
Yeah.
So we'll gradually do that in the week. But we know what we want to do. We know their weaknesses. So we'll target that.
Can I ask a question, follow up? When you said Miles has been fantastic, can you tell me a bit more about his role in and around the team and how he's helped out?
Just talking to people and giving people advice. Obviously, he's taking the sessions. We've got Fuchs and Parr who are still here as well, and they do their thing. So they're all connecting. The manager gives them little responsibilities each day. So then it's up to them to set the session up.
Okay.
And then I know that the manager will He says he criticises a lot of them, so
Oh yeah.
that's what he does. He keeps them on his toes.
Yeah.
But it's good. We've got a great balance, and even the likes of TK who are around the place, and John and
Yeah.
Adam. We've got honestly, we've got some incredible people here, and it goes into being in here. I love walking through here and seeing
Yeah.
the music on and that.
Honestly,
It's just,
when I came in last time and I saw you coming in here with your training kit, you look real comfortable. in
Yeah,
here,
I come
which
and
is,
walk.
which
yeah.
is great.
I love
which
it.
Is great.
I love it. It's
Encourage other players to do that.
You're
as
in
well.
here more than
I
me.
know. It's not hard.
There's no doubt about that.
I'm gonna start coming in more.
And yet you probably get more equipment than he
You know I
does.
don't get as much merch as you. I haven't even got that
a
hoodie.
Stanley Cup though. I've got
Oh, you got the
I've got one of
cup?
the cups. Yeah,
You
yeah.
got your name on
I
it.
think I pinched one.
What cups?
Remember the cups with our name on it?
Oh,
the big
yeah.
Oh no,
cup?
we got one with the crown on.
I think we.
Why
I don't
are
know
the
if
white
ours has a
ones?
crown.
No.
That one's there.
Yeah, we've got that.
Yeah.
Oh, we do. Oh, I don't.
I'm not sure where you're looking right now.
The big,
Oh,
the big
over
flash.
there.
the
Yeah,
big
yeah,
flash.
we've got
yeah,
that.
yeah,
Have
yeah.
you got your name on it?
No, I've not
Oh,
got my name
you
on
finally
it.
got. Oh, you got.
You've got one of those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mine
So I
has
come
my
in.
name
I
on
come
it.
in here for all the free merch and take it out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, I
You're
mean,
welcome
you
anytime.
deserve it.
You deserve it.
You
But
deserve
I think
it.
someone's missing a cup now.
Well, if it didn't have a name on it, it's their problem.
Yeah, but I love coming in here. It's just there's a good energy about the place,
Yeah.
which is, it can take you a long way. Just that.
And we've seen that from Dean as well. As soon as he got here, first day, he's walking around,
Yeah.
you know, talking to people, giving people nicknames.
Am I allowed to go on that side as well?
No.
Not, I think it depends what time.
Do you have the
Depends what
do you have the
time.
security code?
The way he's coming over here, I should be able to go over there
That's
as
a
well.
good point. That's a good point.
I'm gonna venture over there in a bit, see what happens.
Yeah, get
Access denied.
electrocuted. Let's talk about the season ahead and expectations.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So. Oh wow. Let me
I
ask
thought
you
you
a
was
question.
going to give him layups.
No, but have expectations been given, or is it sort of let's wait and see how things evolve, or maybe what are your expectations for the season?
I think the gaffer said he wants to win it. He's here to win.
Yeah.
So obviously it's tough to win this. It's tough to win the whole thing. You have to win the league, then you have to go through playoffs.
Yeah.
So he did say it's one of the toughest things to win. But for us, I think we need to just build on last year. Getting to the playoffs was incredible. Obviously it wasn't. I didn't think it was the proper playoffs, but it's still classed
the
as the
playing
playoffs.
Because you're talking about the wild card
Yeah,
and the way,
yeah.
right?
It was, but that feeling after Miami, the whole city was buzzing. So we want more of that. I said it in another interview. It's like a drug. You get addicted to success, and that's what we need to build here. We need to build a winning mentality, and then it becomes
Putting
the habit.
pressure on the gaffer, huh? Wanting to win it straight away. Yeah?
Convincing, I want to win things.
Is it not like a long-term plan to it?
I think he's here to win things. So
I mean, even in his first press conference,
Yeah.
he said he wouldn't have come.
Yeah.
You know, I'm paraphrasing now, if he didn't want to win something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So,
Yeah.
and he said if it happens this year or the next year or the year
That's
after
what
that.
I'm saying.
Right.
I feel like it's probably a bit of a process as well. You
Yeah.
know,
I think
with how
I
things
think we need
go.
to set the foundations, and we're doing
set
that
the
now.
founda-
We're doing
exactly.
that. We're doing that.
So, you mentioned long term and sort of building towards something. How difficult is it to go from, and I'm asking you specifically, to play under a very specific system one season, and all of a sudden having a preseason where you have to adopt
One of your
and
better
assimilate
questions
other
right there.
ideas and sort of, you know, hit the ground running with this new strategy that is being implemented?
I think this one's simple. This one's, everyone knows what they're doing, I think. Well, they've shown they know what they're doing.
Right.
So the lads are asking the right questions, they're saying the right things. So it's just, we just look more organised, we look more difficult to beat. Like I said, then we've got to go in the final third. That's when we've got to, us as players have got to bring out our own personality. That's what we've got to be better at. But as a team, we look organised, we look like we know what we're doing, which is half the battle.
Speaking of the final third, I should have mentioned this name, Enzo Capelli.
Yeah.
Because, funny enough, Bradley Wright Phillips had the interview recently, and he said he expects Enzo to be up there as one of the top goal scorers in the league this season.
I've said it, I'm excited for Enzo this year.
Yeah.
I'm really excited for him. The way we're set up to defend, and I think we'll win the ball and it gives him space to run into because that's what he's good at. And we've worked on things that we've worked on things today that will suit him the way we're going to do Saturday. So I'm excited for him. And he's come back in. He looks like he's got the hunger. He looks.
Yeah. When he first came last year, I remember that hunger he had running in behind and all that. Yeah.
But again, it's hard. He didn't really speak the language last year. It's tough.
Injuries set him back as well.
And he had a stop-start year. So, and we asked a lot of him last year. But I'm excited for him this year. I'm really excited for him. I think he'll do. Well. It's up to us to feed him the ball and play how we know he plays.
He knows where the goal. He knows where the goal is.
Yes. What do you call it? The zone where goals are scored. The area where goals are scored.
Yeah. Which I think the gaffer's big on that, so it'll suit. It'll suit.
The gaffer says he wants him, in between the goalposts and all that, which is great.
Scored a goal in pre-season. Was it more than one? You hit a volley, right?
I had a volley, yeah.
It was a notable one.
I hit the. I think Enzo handballed it though.
Oh.
So in VAR it might have been.
The volley.
Yeah, you're not supposed to say that.
In the build-up.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it bounced off his arm.
I saw that the other day.
Yeah. We don't need VAR controversy.
But I don't count pre-season.
You know,
Count pre-season.
Well, nobody does.
No,
so you're good company. But you scored some nice goals last season too.
Yeah,
the one against Seattle. Was that your first? I think that was your first, right?
Yeah. Was that the killed it top corner?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You remember it well, don't you?
I know them all. There's not many of them. So I got that, and then the LA was my favourite. Which the cutback, and then I've flicked it outside the boot. That was in the same corner.
Yeah.
I've got a side note question. There's a little clip I was watching where I'm doing some commentary, and it was on the chance that you had where Swiderski kind of cut one back and it bounced.
Yeah.
And then you tried to hit on the volley. Do you remember the chance I'm talking about? It was at home. It was towards the end of the season. It bounced and you tried to hit it on the volley and it went to the left of the goal.
I should have took it. I remember it.
Do you remember
I had loads of time.
Yeah, and in my mind I thought, let me ask you about that question because I'm like, a guy of your technique, I know you.
I dragged it wide, didn't I?
Were you thinking if you had that again, you would put that in the back of the net?
Yeah, I'd have took a touch.
Yeah.
I'd have took a touch.
I think we could get some B-roll on that. I could send that.
Yeah,
I think I remember that.
I remember it.
Yeah.
But it was coming. It was coming nice.
And in my commentary, I said, this is a hard chance for most people in the league.
No, I was disappointed.
I said for Westy, with his technique.
I should have scored. I know which one you're on about.
So was it 2 goals last season for you?
3 goals.
3 goals?
Yeah. Toronto. Was it Toronto?
Toronto was the...
No, Chicago away.
Chicago, that's right, Chicago.
Volley.
Yes, yeah. So 3 goals.
Yep.
So
4 assists, I think. I think it's 4 assists.
So we're going to improve on those numbers?
Yeah,
no, not 3 goals.
Personal target. What's personal targets?
3 goals again.
3 goals again?
Yeah. 3 goals.
I
want more assists though.
You want more assists?
I want more assists. 7 assists I want.
You want 7?
Yeah.
All right. How many yellow cards? Because we know it's Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde thing with you once you cross those lines.
I like to think I play the rest well though.
Good negotiations.
I saw
in pre-season there was a hard tackle on Nathan Byrne.
Yeah,
and I saw you getting on Franco Fragapane a little bit. I liked it. You got in there, even in pre-season.
Yeah, don't do that to my boys.
And he was giving a bit back. And I could see you lot going back and forth. I was like, all right.
Yeah, that was a naughty tackle. That.
Yeah.
There's no need for it.
I was like, Westy's ready for the season when I saw that.
Well, we're all ready for the season. I mean,
we are ready for the season.
The city is on pins and needles. I think Charlotte needs a feel-good sporting story. Do
you have a message for the fans?
Yeah, let's end on that. What's your message for the fans?
Just turn up on Saturday and give it your all because I think we're going to win. Going to win the first opener for the first one in 3 years.
Yeah, it would be the first win.
Yeah. So we were disappointed last year. We're coming off the back of an unbelievable game against Miami, with the fans turn up for. So just get out there and we're going to give you a show.
And make some noise.